Good afternoon. My name is Claudio Bustamante. This is my long video. This is my final presentation. The name of my topic is cloud formation. What is cloud formation? Cloud formation provides a mechanism to build AWS resources and manage them as a complete stack. Basically, you have already resources that are already predefined, and then you can create a template where you can modify, add more elements there, and rerun it again. So you can, for the script, you can create a launch configuration, a load balancer, AMIs, databases, and so on and so forth. CloudFormation stack are built using templates. You can do it by hand or a predefined template that AWS provides. As far as the tools they can use to build templates are CloudFormation Designer, CloudFormer. I'm going to be doing my presentation using CloudFormer. CloudFormer is a tool that you install in your account using CloudFormation, and then you start changing and modifying that one in order to make it work. Some of the process, the benefit of CloudFormation is that you can base a template on resources that have already been created according to your specification. The negative aspect of that is that the user data section, let's say you want to have an HTTP server or Tomcat server, you won't be able to do it. In other words, you need to create a template and then add the user section to your template before you can run it. You can complete template using Stack, using AWS console, CLI, and APIs. Um, what else? Templates are written in JSON. In case of when you're building a template, something doesn't work, the stack creation will automatically roll back. So it's like everything or nothing kind of thing. Either work if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, we'll tell you a section where you have problem that you will need to rerun it again. How the CloudFormation work? Whenever you create AWS stack, AWS CloudFormation makes an underlying service call to AWS to provision resources. Um, what else is important here? This important diagram. Actually, this diagram summarizes the AWS CloudFormation create stack. So you have create or have a pre-existing template. You can save the template to your S3 buckets. Then you use AWS CloudFormation to create a stack based on your template, and then you can use CloudFormation to configure all the stack resources. What I want to do, I want to give you an example how to do it. I'm going to go to my AWS. Let me sign into my account here. Uh, Go to CloudFormation. I want to launch CloudFormer. Here I want to select CloudFormer here. I want to press next. I want to give an admin and a password. Let me see. I want to say name here. I want to say this is Claudio test template. I want to press next here. This is going to be the URL. I will see that in a minute. I want to acknowledge that. Then press template. This usually it will take, I don't know, between 10 and 20 minutes to create the script. Notice that you have create in progress. We can see an overview here, the output, the resources, the events. Notice that they are creating the templates. This is the template that I was talking about before. When you are more advanced stuff, you can pass parameter to the template when you're running that at runtime. For now, we want to wait a little bit until I have more resources defined. You notice that, see, if I press F5 here, you will see that more and more events are created. Eventually this is going to finish, and then we'll say create complete. So I want to pause the video for a minute, wait until it's done, and then come back to the video. Okay, I'm back now. This notice that if I create in resources and events, they're still going. That's, as I said before, this usually between it takes between 10 and 15 minutes. You're creating instance profile, ECS instances, roles, security groups, stacks, and so on and so forth. So it's a complicated process. When you're done, you go to resource and you will have a URL that you use to go to CloudFormer. I will continue running. I want to switch now to continue with the presentation. That's what I was showing before, right? In the print screen, we saw that. Creating progress, create CloudFormation. When that is done, as I said before here, the stack, you know, is completing usually 20 minutes or so, and I have 6 minutes into the video. You will see a message where it says here create complete, and then you will have the URL that you need to borrow. I think have nothing to show here. I want to go to the longer document. I have highlighted you know, the items that I think are complicated between the difference between templates and stacks. When you're done, and I borrowed this from the documentation, you have a JSON file that is something like that, but it creates, you know, description or resources, the type, property. As I say before, let me see, let me go to, when you have created, this is important, when you have created a template, you can delete it, you know, add more information to it, or and update the workflow. And so if you want to add another elements that you didn't have and you have now, you can incorporate it and rerun the script as well. This is a way to delete the workflow. So here's it's in my project, right, in more detail. So I'm creating a template based on the resource that I have using CloudFormer. Namely, I did have load balancers, I have auto scaling group, I have launch configuration, I have a database, I have security groups that are already predefined. So basically this script is a way to group all resources into one particular file where you can run and rerun all over again many times. The first thing you do, you create an S3 buckets to store the templates. You know, here I'm saying cloud final project and say standard, type clean and template. I put an admin, an ID, and the name of stack. I call that cloud stack. You saw this. I was signing to the parameter. I give it a name and a password, and then this is the screen you were looking at before, where it says create in progress. I want to make the window bigger. This if this finished in 10 minutes, but as I said before, it takes between 10 and 20 minutes. When you're done, you click in output, and grab the URL. Output is this section here, the second tab there, and give an URL. Then when you enter your username and password, the one that I showed before, to create a template using CloudFormer, and that's the URL, that's the one that you use. You enter your credential here, you create a template basically it analyzes your account to see what resources you have available, and then you start you know, enter, you know, here I enter the name of the description, and then show me all the resources that I have in my account. In my particular case, I didn't have a route 53, so no PVC will select and press continue. Here I don't need to create a visual private cloud as well, so I unselect everything there. Then it goes to the next tab where it says I want to add my load balancer, as I said before. Then the next quiz I want to add an auto scaling group. Um, then I want to add the launch configuration as well. Then here I don't select anything. I included RDBS because I have a database running in the background as well, so I call the cloud instance. So everything that I have a check mark is what is going to be included in my final template or final JSON script. The RDS subnet group is default. In case of I have SNS or SQS, you can add topics and so on and so forth. I have a security group that I'm using. My auto scaling process is one up and one down. And then when it's done, it asks you to summary, to review everything, and then give you the option to save the template. In this case, I call Claudio format template. On the right hand side, notice that it says S3 bracket, so the template is created with this tool. It's saved to your S3 bucket. This is the template that it created. I'm going to save it. Since I have already template defined, so now I'm going to delete that one. I want to go to my tool again and then upload it again. This is very important. This is the cloud formation template that my tool created. Notice that it has a lot of details here. The name of the subnet, the name of resources, HTTP, where they have a sticking policy or not, where I have a elastic load balancer. This is about close to 200 lines on. Notice that I indicated before that the user data is not, there's no way you can add the user data at the moment of the template creation, so I add them at the end. What else here? I have my database here, database instance, subnet default, action policies, and then so on so forth. As I said, now we need to, when it's done, we need to upload the file created, navigate to the CloudFormation console and click on the new stack. I want to show you that in a minute. So I want to go back to Amazon Web Services. Notice that this stuff is complete that I was talking about. So the overview is complete. Output, that's the URL that I mentioned before. This is all the resources that were created. The event, notice that some of them are still in progress, but the whole stack was completed. That's the template. The parameter, I don't have to find any of them. So what I want to do, I want to go to action here. I want to delete the stack. That's probably will take a couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm back in AWS now. So I want to go to CloudFormer. I want to choose a file. See, notice what it says here. I load a template to MS S3. So I want to here select my my templates. This is a template created. I want to go next. The name of the stack, I want to call that AWS CloudFormer. For now, for the sake of the time, I'm not going to create a tag. I can put a key, a name, and a password, and a value. It says the template, the URL is going to be such and such. I want to go ahead and create, and then now this will go to the same process, but the difference that this template is complete. Basically, we did before, you give you the main areas within the template, but you need to go back and fill all the data elements. I will leave that running. This is my template. As I said before, it's close to, I don't know, 400 lines. The beauty of the stuff that you can make changes, run it, delete it, run it, delete it, and so forth. So you can create mm, several machines, several load balancers, several large configuration, SQS, NSS topic for one particular file. You can run it, rerun it instead of doing it simple data length. You can run it from that particular tool itself, right? From here, or you can create a CLI from the command line, as well as I have attached Java code as Java program here. I download this. I didn't create the stuff. I borrowed that from the Amazon Web Services SDK. You need to, in my case, Claudio, I put my credential here, but you will need to put your credential, and then you know this can be a text, can be a JSON file, right? Actually, the name of the file is saved as a text, but in reality it was a JSON file, and I call Cloud Formation Sample. And then from Java, once you have created a template, from Java you can call this file as well. And it will tell you, go to a while loop where it tells you when it's complete or not. What else we have here? We went over here, we went over there as well. The stack I see before usually could take between 10 to 20 minutes, and that's a Java file. You can use it to run it, and I think that pretty much it. Thank you very much for seeing this video, and hopefully that will be helpful for you guys. Thanks.